guys, today we're going to talk about what to expect from the so-called FBI files coming on for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You've probably heard of or read somewhere that the US law enforcement like the FBI, DEA, IRS and so forth are planning to release Tinubu's records. And that is true because on June 23rd, 2023, international journalist David Hundeyin and Greenspan, the owner of plainside.org, filed a lawsuit against those US government agencies for refusing to honor the Freedom of Information request made about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. According to David Hundeyin, the total size of Tinubu's files identified in their response to the FOIA last year was about 70,000 pages. Now, after the lawsuit, they agreed to release 2,500 pages. So why did the US government refuse to share this information at first? We don't know, but there were speculations that Tinubu probably made a deal with them or that the information is too raw for the public. But whatever be the case, we want to know. So you might be asking, what is in those documents? Why would the FBI have 2,500 pages of documents for one man? What crime did Tinubu commit in the United States to have warranted such? I'll give you clues. On July 26, 1993, a special agent with the Internal Revenue Service, Special Agent Kevin Moss, filed an affidavit with the U.S. District Court narrating how he investigated funds in certain bank accounts controlled by Tinubu, which represented proceeds of drug trafficking. This led to the forfeiture you've been hearing about. So his job is to investigate tax fraud and other financial crimes, including money laundering. So according to the investigation, here's what the FBI, DEA, and IRS know about Tinubu's drug network. An individual known as Abiodun Agbele arrived in the US from Nigeria in 1988 to live with his uncle, Muiz Akonde, who provided him an apartment in Hammond, Indiana. Muiz Akonde returned to Nigeria in 1990, but before he left, he introduced his nephew, Abiodun, who had just arrived in the US, to a heroin dealer named Lee Andrew Edwards. Abiodun would become a white heroin supplier to Lee. Now, business was moving fine until the DEA decided to set up Agbele to catch him red-handed in the drug dealing. So he sold 1 ounce of white heroin for $7,000 to a law enforcement agent. He was arrested immediately and agreed to cooperate by providing the information regarding the white heroin distribution network his uncle, Muiz Akonde, left in his care. During the interrogation, Abiodun sang like a bird. He first told law enforcement agents that his uncle was in the distribution of the white heroin. He actually controlled it from Nigeria with others in Nigeria and the US. Abiodun also told the DEA agent that his uncle set up a business called GlobeLink in 1985 and listed himself as an account executive in 1986. Abiodun also listed in an application that he was working for GlobeLink as a sales representative. Abiodun also mentioned that Bola Tinubu was part of the white heroin distribution network. Tinubu started off as the money washer. His job was to set up accounts and move the money around within the United States and to Nigeria under different aliases and in different banks. For example, Tinubu opened a bank account with $1,000 traveler's check on January 4th of 1990 into a now account at First Heritage Bank. And then 5 days later, $80,000 was deposited by wire transfer from Bank One in Houston by Merbank Akande. Then Tinubu opened another account in his name and in his wife Oluchi Tinubu's name. Then Oluchi Tinubu opened a joint account at the same bank with Audrey Akonde, Muiz Akonde's wife. Are you getting the gist now? So he was using bank accounts to receive and move money. So throughout that period, the IRS investigated him because of the deposits and unpaid taxes. The DEA and FBI were on him because of the white heroin that Muiz Akonde was shifting from Nigeria to Chicago and getting distributed from the front company, GlobeLink, they all claim to work at. Agent Moss's affidavit gives clue on what Tinubu and his wife were into and what the FBI, IRS, DEA had on him. So now you see why we're all looking forward to the FBI files, because it will shed more light on how long the FBI began investigating Tinubu and if there were any arrest warrants or sealed records. We would also know which names Tinubu had as aliases. There has been speculations that his name is Amoda Ogunlere, Amoda Ikeni, Bola Tinubu, Shango Dele, and so forth. Too many names for one man. So these documents might even clarify the identity issues for Chicago State University. So as I said at the beginning of this video, the FBI agreed to release 2,500 documents on Tinubu. But on October 23rd, 2023, Tinubu filed a motion to block the US law enforcement agencies from releasing his records. All parties are now waiting for the final judgment. So we wait. But now you know what to expect in those records. Until then, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching and have a good day.